All right, let's dive into one of the most powerful, but honestly most overlooked signals in the entire world of dating. We're talking about a sign that goes way beyond the obvious stuff, and once you get it, it could totally change how you see your interactions. So let's get right into it.
So let me just ask you straight up, are you missing the number one attraction signal? You know, it's so easy to get lost trying to figure out if someone's into you. There are so many mixed messages, so many confusing cues. You think it's going great, but are you sure? Well, this whole explainer is designed to cut right through all of that noise.
Now, before we get to what this signal is, let's be super clear about what it isn't. We're not talking about the usual suspects here. It's not about getting a compliment. I mean, that could just be someone being polite, right? It's not just about a smile, which could just be friendly. And it's not even about a casual touch on the arm. Look, those things are nice, but they're often really ambiguous. The signal we're digging into today is way more deliberate and a whole lot deeper.
So what is it? Okay, the ultimate attraction signal we're talking about is the sharing of vulnerable personal information. We'll call it VPI for short. And trust me, understanding this concept is an absolute game changer. So what exactly is VPI? Well, think of it like this. It's when someone shares something truly personal, something emotional with you, and it usually happens kind of early on. But here's the most critical part. They do it without you even asking. It's not an answer to a question, it's volunteered, and that's what makes it a signal. Let's make sure we're on the same page, because the difference here is huge. Someone sharing a deep personal fear with you, admitting a struggle they went through in the past, revealing a complicated family secret, yeah, that's VPI. It's raw, it's real. But on the flip side, someone just complaining about their horrible day at work, or gossiping about a friend, or even just stating a really strong opinion, that's just conversation. That is not VPI. Okay, so we know what VPI is, but the big question is why? Why is it such a massive deal? And this is where we get into the psychology of it all. It really boils down to what vulnerability truly means in these moments. I mean, really think about it. Why would somebody risk opening up like that, especially to someone they're just getting to know? What makes sharing something so deeply personal, so early on, such a powerful indicator of attraction? It all comes down to this one simple, powerful equation. Vulnerability equals investment. See, according to the psychology here, when someone does this, it's not just about sharing words. It's actually an emotional transaction. It's them taking a piece of their inner world and handing it over to you. Let me put it another way. When a woman shares VPI, she is consciously, or maybe even subconsciously, investing her trust in you. She's making a bet. A bet that you are someone who won't break that trust, who won't mishandle that sensitive part of her. It is a huge, huge leap of faith. So what does this mean for you, the person on the receiving end of this information? Well, when you're given VPI, you are absolutely not just a passive listener. You're actually being evaluated. This is what our source material calls the high-value man test. And this test, it's really checking for two different things at once. First, she's testing to see if you're the safe man. In other words, are you emotionally trustworthy? Can you handle her heart without dropping it? But second, and just as important, she's testing if you're the high-value man. Are you someone she actually respects? Are you truly worthy of this emotional investment she's making? It's a test of both your character and, in her eyes, your status. So here's the crucial takeaway from all of this. If she is sharing VPI with you, completely unprompted, it means she's already decided you're likely to pass this test. In her mind, she already sees you as a man who can both protect her emotions and is also worthy of them. It is an incredibly powerful signal that you've already captured her interest and her respect. All right, so we've got the theory down, but what do you actually do with all this? Let's boil it all down to the real takeaway, what this means for you in the real world, and how you can actually apply this knowledge. It really breaks down into a simple three-step process. First, just learn to recognize the signal. Get good at telling the difference between VPI and just regular small talk. Step 2, understand what it really means. This isn't just a story she's telling you. It's an investment in you. It's a test of your character. And finally, step 3, acknowledge the trust. Realize that in that moment, she's basically telling you that she already sees you as both safe and high value. And, that brings us to our final thought here. Getting VPI, that's not the finish line. It's the starting gun. It's a sign of some serious trust and interest being placed right in your hands. So the real question, the one we want to leave you with, is this. She has shown you her heart. How will you handle it?